Hey, so what's up, guys? It's your boy Patience again. I decided to come at you guys with another upload for the day. I recently uploaded a well scene, and since then I decided maybe this would actually be good to implement into my work, so I could actually put some of my characters into this scene. So I just wanted to showcase that off for you guys a little bit. So this is how to go about it. As you can see, that rock there that I implemented, it actually has moss on it. And so with that, obviously I applied my shaders onto it. It just brings out a bit more characteristic into my work. And as you can see, I've got my character there in the top left of the screen. As the wind's blowing through her hair, she fits right into this situation. So as you can see, this is very much so a live 2D case scenario that I'm actually working with here, guys. I implemented a little bit more graphics into some of this motion that you're seeing here, into my 3D portfolio, as it were. As you can see here, I decided to add a little reflective light off the wheel there for this wheel. So I implemented a little bit more time into this. It's still very low poly, but like I said, because it's for 2D, I think I've actually pulled this off pretty darn good. I did need to put a little more time into it just to make it stand out and pop just that little bit more, and for that extra little love and kit, it's really done a lot. So I was pretty satisfied with this, and I wanted to showcase it off to you guys just how adventurous I could get with this 2D stuff when implementing 3D into my background, and making it look very convincing as if it's being drawn by my own hand. Obviously you may need to have a certain level of 2D drawing skills acquired in order to pull this effect off like damn near 100% or convincingly. Otherwise it may look like 2D over 3D. So that's just something to push out there for you guys. Myself, I'm not necessarily the best at drawing backgrounds. Not saying that I can't, but it does take a lot of time out of me. So being able to do it with 3D is something that has most certainly helped to speed up my workflow. Myself personally, because I have been a very busy person over my career history, um, having that acquired skill to draw background so freely is not one of my strong points, but it is something that I do aim to work on, but I can only do it within segments, because obviously, being an adult, life can be quite demanding and restrictive at the same time. So this is certainly something that does help my workflow. I believe it can help anyone else's workflow. I've got my node tree systems to let you know how I do this. If you do find yourself interested, or want to create something like this yourself just for an artistic side purpose. But yeah, so this is what I created. This angle here I loved because the shadows on the trees look so convincing and so stylized. As you saw, I showed off my waterfall a little bit. I may implement a little bit more into this, but I am working on my Surface Pro 6. So I am having graphical issues, or I could say performance issues, but I'm still having a blast with it. This is more than I could ask for, and with this little plot here, I could create a nice little scene for my characters to do anything I wish or want them to do. So I'm very satisfied with this. I hope you guys like seeing what I've published onto you guys. I must apologize for the lag, but I am working on a Surface Pro. It's not my Windows desktop. Okay, and just for the closeout, guys, I just wanted to show you guys the kind of updated modeled version. So here you can see that with the waterfall, I've added a little bit more of a bump to the wall, with like a procedural material kind of situation. And you can see that I've extended the water flow a little bit more. You can see that I've got two objects in the scene as well. These are my human representation, for like the actual size, so I don't get lost when I'm drawing. I tend to find that I do make that mistake a little when animating, that I might draw the character a bit too large when closer to the camera, rather than using the right aspect ratio. So as you can see, I've got a little bit more dynamic colors going on my trees, with the greens. There's no vibrant differentiation as of yet, but the idea is just to get an idea of how the scene may look. Will I add a 2D touch on to cover up the 3D? Maybe, especially if I choose to go with a static camera. I don't like using a grease pencil all the time because tend to find that it gives my work a little bit more of a rough look. Um, so I do prefer to use my 2D platform to really try to immaculate my work, to get more of a personalized touch to pass over, because I think people can usually kind of somewhat generalize, personalize as it were. In other words, kind of like relate my work to my hand, or to me rather than say, it just looks good. So as you can see, the waterfall looks nice. It's running fine. Nothing's really positioned the way that it's supposed to. So it's not immaculated as of yet. But yeah, so you can see that I'm pretty satisfied with this workflow. I may implement more work into it, and if I do, and if I'm satisfied with it, then it is something that I most certainly will implement into one of my projects. So again, I hope you guys like what you see. It's your boy Patience. Leave your thumbs, your likes, and your comments down below because your interest keeps other people interested as well. Share your thoughts, share your ideas, get to know each other. It's a nice community out there. Have a nice Christmas. Your boy Patience. Over and out, guys.
God, look, Hollywood, that's your boy Hollywood. He puts